Hello and welcome everybody into some Wednesday night racing action here with the Vigilante Racing League, heading on home to the Kingdom of Speed. It is Talladega Super Speedway, where man oh man, this 2.5 mile racetrack is gonna be a tough task for these drivers here tonight. It's going to be a lot of beating and banging, a lot of bumpers being rubbed, and a lot of attitudes headed out the window here tonight. So be sure to get your popcorn all ready and have got those beverages all lined on up, because we're going to get right down on into it here as we start off tonight with the National Anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And welcome back. As always, we have to say a huge proud thank you to the sponsors of the VRL, such as GC Cruise Travel, Mr. Greg Klein. Give him a call at 918-906-5616, or send him an email or shoot him a message on Facebook, so that way you can get your next vacation, whether it be cruise or just all around, just your normal kind of typical travel, and let the professional get to work for you and help save you money while enjoying some of that hard-earned free time that you most undoubtedly deserve. So be sure to head on over to GC Cruise Travel, the official travel provider of AAA Broadcasting and the Vigilante Racing League. Big thank you as well to Blue Fox Properties and Mr. Dave Mayberry. Give him a call at 520-850-4189 if you're looking to buy or sell a house in the Tucson, Arizona area or anywhere across the country. Let Dave and his 18 plus years of experience get you into that home of your dreams, because this market just keeps going bonkers, bananas, crazy. So don't do it alone. Get yourself a good quality realtor here today. And of course, a huge thank you to D&D RaceGrafix and Mr. Ricky Wittenberg. While he's away on his vacation, he still is pulling on through and bringing us some fantastic splash screens and some amazing paints on a lot of these trucks that you'll see out here tonight. So be sure to head on over to D&D RaceGrafix to check him on out. Big thank you to Mr. Ricky Wittenberg. As always, I am Alan Brown, and I am joined in the booth by my broadcast partner here up in the booth with me, the brewmaster in general, Mr. Alan English, all locked in and loaded. It's been a speed week here this week there, Mr. English, and we're closing it on off at Talladega here once again. Going to be a little bit of a rough and wild ride tonight.
As we should. We should definitely close it with Talladega. This chaotic track is so much fun to go to. It's 2 2/3 miles and super wide. We'll see some 4 wide racing out here tonight, and these trucks make it a lot of fun. It's easy to draft up on packs and stay together, and unfortunately, it doesn't make it any easier to see what's going on in the truck in front of the truck that's in front of you. So, that's part of pack racing. We're going to see guys close together in big groups, and if something happens in front of them, you have no time to react, and we're going to see some accidents out there tonight. So, hopefully they're scattered and few, and we'll get some good green flag racing in here tonight.
Yes, indeed.
It's already starting bad. I can't even talk.
It's down there on pit road is our anger management specialist himself, Mr. Adam Turner, all locked in and loaded, ready to rumble out there as always. Adam, I know this is one of those tracks where teamwork makes the dream work, but once when that white flag waves, there's really no teammates sitting around anymore.
Well, we're going to have to help our teammate. He's got that South Texas education with that Louisiana brain. That's not a good combination after a couple cold beers. We'll keep you going there, English. You'll be fine.
Or half of one.
Teamwork will definitely make the dream work, but the last couple laps, I mean, you're going to push your friend in the wall if you have to. That's a little extreme, but you are going to get a little more aggressive with your teammates. And this is the one track, because the front stretch is kind of diverted a little bit further away from turn 4, where the leader out of turn 4 most likely is not going to win this race. That's just how it works. We'll see if it happens tonight. I love stuff like this because somebody will get mad at somebody. I can guarantee that. We're going to have some kind of issue. But it should be clean race, and these guys are awesome at Vigilante Racing League. So let me give you the rules. It's 94 total laps. 1 fast repair, 70% fuel, unlimited tires, 17 incident points, you'll get a penalty, 6 more incident points, you'll get another penalty. There is no DQ tonight, and track is warm, but it's not overly hot, so that's kind of nice. That might help with this grip. It's 88 degrees on the track right now.
And so we take a look here tonight at the race information, where we can see where that start-finish line is, and a couple extra 100 yards away from the center of that trioval, which always adds to the excitement here at this track, as the weather looks nice and clear. Some good sunshiny skies. Going to be a wonderful day full of racing here tonight. Bringing us to tonight's key to the race is, man, you're just not going to want to leave the track alone. You're going to want to, whenever pit stops roll around, whether it's green flag pit stops or yellow flags pit stops or anything like that, you don't want to be coming down alone. You want to make sure you got some help coming down with you.
Yeah, the draft is so important. It's everything here. So, yeah, definitely don't find yourself stranded there alone on the pit lane. Make sure you're going with a group of some kind, whether they're friends or foes. Yeah, definitely don't go down there alone.
Yeah. That's a key, I think, when you're going to these pit stops. You need a friend, too. But, I mean, we've seen crazy stuff happen here. We've seen it go flag to flag with no crashes, but I tend to believe we're going to see some kind of crash tonight.
It's definitely a possibility, as the qualifying session is starting to wind on down. We thank you all for tuning in and watching, joining us here tonight. Of course, if you haven't done so, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you get alerted every single time that we go live. And of course, if you enjoy any of the action, be sure to hit that thumbs up button so we can continue to grow this fantastic racing community.
Yeah, YouTube chat's already jumping. Sarah Decker's here, pulling for the one of David Fight. Team Anderson in full force out here. Edith's here. Saying good luck to everyone, especially Albert. Albert Anderson's pop is here, also cheering his son on. Kathy's here, saying Team Anderson here. Good evening and good luck. Let's go get it, Albert. And Taylor Provax pulling for both of the Vots in the race here tonight. And Jillian saying happy birthday, Kelly. Let's win one tonight. Of course, Kelly Kill's birthday tonight. So,
oh, nice.
Happy birthday.
That is pretty good, and that's definitely a name. Just be on the lookout for that 01 machine. He's going to be finding his way up to the front usually pretty quickly. He's one of the elites when it comes to these plate track races, so definitely be on the lookout for that 01 machine. here tonight. Has still got about 20 seconds left here in qualifying. Just making sure these drivers have enough time to put in their laps. It is a long track. Takes a little while to get those engines started and fired up and up to speed.
You know who else is awesome here? And I know you're going to just think I'm an idiot for this. Albert Anderson, America's driver. He loves these things. I don't know why he's so good. I guess you kind of have to have a knack to get around some of this stuff, because you can tend to get caught up in all kinds of mess here at Talladega.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a possibility.
See where the runs are going and all that stuff there, Alan, and yeah, he's got the gift.
And he does, as we send it on down to trackside to tell everybody where their favorite driver is going to start here tonight. Up on the front row in pole position, 14 of Dustin with a Y. Dustin Eaton gets that pole position. Right to his outside is going to be the 33 of Mr. Jess Vaught, looking to control that outside lane to get things going. 28 of George Rincon with a fantastic qualifying time, moving his way on up into third, with the 69 of Larry Dickerson having a great qualifying time up in fourth. Row number 3, starting in that 5th position, 16 of the young Kyle Vaught getting us started there with a good qualifying time. 74 of Zachary Hallinan starting to shine here tonight as well, moving his way on up into 6th. 43 of Canada's own John Curtis is going to start up in 7th, with the 88 of Mike Adamson, the silent assassin, starting here tonight in 8th. 92 of Mr. Greg Klein going to start in the 9th position, with the 6 of Trevor Robertson rounding out your field starting top 10.
The 085 truck of Greg Dobson will start in 11th place. 12th to his outside, Albert Anderson in the 99. The 81 of Chachi, Jonathan Osborne, starting in 13th place. 14th will be John Gallagher in the 123. The 58 truck, Robert Chipman, starting in 15th place. 16th, the birthday boy, Kelly Kill in the 01. The 89 of Craig Goodenough, starting in 17th place. 18th will be Deion Jones in the 4. 7 truck of Timothy Pope starting in 19th place, and rounding out your top 20 in outside row number 10, Josh Bittner in the 84.
All right, the number 3, Austin Paul. He'll start 21st, starting 22nd, David Fight in the 1. 434, Kevin Hunt. He starts 23rd, 24th. Sean McDonald in the 23. Number 19, Jack Dixon. That's 2 Canadians right there together. He starts 25th. Looks like 26th is going to be Dave Mayberry in the 29. 27th, Mike Average. 28th, Alejandro Gonzalez in the 79. 29th, Scott D. Howell in the 187. Whatever murder machine you talk about. 30th to 77 of Jacob Young. 31st, Andrew Cawthon in the 10. 72, Chandler Paul. 32nd position he'll start. 33rd will be Dustin Wade with an I. Dustin with an I. 68 machine. And Edson Ochoa, our friend from the RGV, starts 34th. And thank you, Lori, for all she does with this league. Why is it so hazy out there, Brown? Is there some kind of fire coming up out of Talladega? It looks hazy on my screen.
It does look a little hazy out there tonight. As hold on a second, as apparently I don't have my sound working here.
Uh-oh.
Give me a second.
Well, thank everybody for joining us out there in the YouTube chat once again. Albert's mom and dad, Osvaldo Mejia, pulling for the number 16 out there. And, of course, Taylor Provak's proud of the Vaughts and their starting positions in 2nd and 5th. Oh, and Amanda Wade pulling for the 68 out there. You'll notice an awesome Caps Blue Ribbon paint job on that truck here tonight.
Yep, gonna be a wonderful night to watch all those beautiful paint schemes here as the pace truck makes his way on down into pit road. Side by side go the 14 and the 33. It's a little bit of an extended pacing here before they come to that Geico restart zone. But here they come through the tri-oval for the first time as we get going to some green flag racing here from Talladega. The hammers dropping. Here they go side by side down into turns 1 and 2, rumbling and stumbling. Both lines with some very good starting momentum here. The 14 being helped by that 28 of Rincon, 69 of Larry Dickerson trying to jump up behind that 33 of Vaught, finally getting to that back bumper, and here comes that outside lane with a big run. The 33 gets that bumper clear, does not move down immediately, stays up in that middle to high line. As there he goes, he tucks down into that bottom line, taking control of the low side of things. Meanwhile, the 74 now is going to try to work with the 69 of Dickerson and give them a fantastic shove to get on up to speed as they round out of turns 3 and 4 back down into that tri-oval. Man, that haze is brutal here tonight as these drivers continue to build up speed, build up that momentum back down across the line, completing lap number 1.
Yeah, the blimp camera is only good for about half the track. Once it gets the trucks get to the other side of the track, it's pretty hazy out there.
Do you think we had like a forest fire or something? That's strange.
They do control burns, I know, this time of year sometimes.
Yeah, maybe that's
Ooh, we got some 3 wide already happening kind of towards the tail end of the field. It even looked like the 74 was maybe trying to peek his head out towards that outside lane. 19 Jack Dixon and 84 Josh Bittner working together up against that outside wall. 74 of Hallinan does indeed go all the way up to that outside wall. Problem is he's all alone. He's waiting for that help to come up behind him, and they're going to be coming up with a big time run as they do finally catch on up. 3 wide, 4 wide, and now down across the racetrack, able to everybody find a little bit of open space as that 3 wide quickly turned up to 4, and now we're back down to 2 and 3.
I think the 74 may have wanted to just go to the back, but I'm not sure there. 84 and the 19 making it 3 wide. They're using that 3rd lane now to make quite a few positions. They've got some momentum here. Let's see if anybody goes up there to join them. They kind of stall out once they get to this point, but
from what I've seen so far, they're everybody's holding a good line. I guess the only problem I would have here, or I'm worried about, I think is the net code issue with these trucks. You have to be very careful with that. I mean, it's kind of out of your control, but I think that's something that might happen at some point here.
You can see here the 01 of Kelly Keel just trying to maintain some of that momentum, pinching down on that bottom side, doing a great job of it as the 84 and the 19 continue to tag team up there against that outside wall, trying to make ways and make some moves.
Larry Dickerson out of line down on the apron. Oh, we got a truck around. It's Craig Goodenough. He's in the infield grass. Caution's out.
Oh, and we're still wrecking 69 of Dickerson getting caught up in it.
Ooh, he was trying to get out of the mess and he got in it.
As we go ahead, take a look back at kind of what happened with Goodenough, and then we'll jump on up towards where Dickerson was. Ooh, some side-by-side contact there. I believe that's the 92 of Greg Klein as they were going down the... Oh, man. A little bit of net code, a little bit of contact. It all added on up for the 89 to go for a wild, spinny ride here as we jump on up to our No Lies chopper camera. Yeah, there was still a little bit of room, but when the 89 was starting to react, it looked like the 92 Klein, seeing that the 69 was down low, was trying to come up a little bit to give him a little bit of room. Unfortunately, there wasn't a whole lot of room up above him. And then after that, 92 Greg Klein getting all caught on up. You got the 74 who moved his way to the back. You got the 1, got the Zen machine. Oh man, the 187 murder death kill machine getting killed out there.
MDK.
82 of Mike Everidge, and same thing with the 72 of Chan the Man.
Well, these guys do have one fast repair. I'm sure a lot of the guys didn't expect to use it this early in the race, but there will be a couple of guys having to use it.
Yeah, do have quite a few people coming on down into pit road, making sure all those fuel bars are topped up with as much fuel as possible before we get ready to head on back to some of that green flag action.
Pretty safe bet to just go ahead and put a little extra gas in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, always.
And we got enough space here too to do that. Just repair on its own. Give it a little 30-second repair job if you got a little sheet metal damage.
And guys, this is not a difficult pit road to get onto. It's the way this track is shaped. You've got tons of slowdown room. It's just kind of trying to wait until you absolutely have to jack the brakes and get that thing woed up to try to save as much track position as you can. But you got to get it down to 55 miles an hour here at Talladega.
Oh, man. And especially once when, they've been running a full green flag stint at, 180 plus miles an hour. That's going to definitely no easy task as we get ready to get everybody lined back on up and ready to rumble. A couple no-takers here for pit road. Trevor Robertson, Albert Anderson, Mike Adamson, John Gallagher, Dustin Eaton, Dion Jones, Kyle Vaught, Alejandro Gonzalez, and Kevin Hunt electing to not use pit road to top up on fuel this time.
Yeah, you're not having a stroke, Ricky. It really is very foggy out there. And it's just enough to kind of make it hazy looking across trying to see the other side of the track, but gonna get through it.
Hey.
Ricky out on his yacht on vacation. Yeah. Thank you for still making that splash screen there for us, Ricky. We sure appreciate you.
And we were talking off air. Talked about getting our own yacht. Why can't we just timeshare with Ricky?
I feel like I'm intruding. Unless he hired us to be like crew members on it.
Yeah, we would have to be the help. Yeah. I don't see us fitting in. Other than, hey, Sir Ricky, can I bait your hook? Sir Ricky, would you like a fresh towel? Yes. Would you like another hors d'oeuvre? What would you need for your family, Sir Ricky? That's how I see us with Ricky on his yacht.
I'm down.
Now, Brown, you may be getting to hang out with him. I just think we're kind of the helper guys.
Oh no, I'd be willing to put in some work. I'm gonna be taking some sailing lessons here when this current vacation I got coming up goes by.
I wonder if I could be like chief of the boat, just like be like the crew chief guy.
No, you're probably like Tattoo. You're just like there.
I'd have baling wire and duct tape holding that thing together. He'd be so proud if he could see the kind of mechanic.
No, he wants it painted daily. You can't have that.
So we get all lined on up side by side here once again with Robertson and Anderson up here at the front row. The lights on the pace truck are off, which means we're going to be ready to rumble here in just a couple of moments as the field rounds in and out of turns 3 and 4. That's right, this is Talladega as we get everybody all grouped back on up. Had quite a few penalties from the last race over there at Texas. Was a little bit more slippery and slidey than what we were kind of expecting, but a lot of these drivers serving those penalties and are now ready to get right back up into it and fight alongside each other here once again as they enter into that tri-oval. Through the Geico restart zone we go, and once again, green flag racing here in Alabama. 99 and the 6 off and running. 123 of Gallagher going to try to fill in that gap that form between the 99 and the 123. Looks like the 99 maybe dragged the brake just a little bit to close that gap up a little bit sooner. You can see that bottom line just getting one heck of a run here with that 6 and the 88 leading the charge. 14 in tow with the 16 having a great run out there. You still have the now the 99 and the 14 working together. Looks like some of the help has disappeared as the 6 machine is able to squeeze his way on down and continue running up here, up at the front. 123 finds a home down on that bottom side. 434 of Kevin Hunt tucking into that bottom side, as well as here comes that 79 of Alejandro Gonzalez with a big run, helping out the 4 machine, trying to close up that gap up on the high side.
Lots of teamwork and a lot of moving around out there. Lots of good, safe racing under green flag conditions here. Ooh. Yeah, it's pretty racy out there.
Ooh.
It's pushing. They're pushing each other around right now. I wonder if it's that fog in the air. What is all this fog? This is strange.
I don't know, but here comes a top third line up and running. Teammates working together here. The 01 and the 33 trying to guide that charge on around. The 3 of Austin Paul is joining them on up there, and it looks like maybe the 92 of Greg Klein as well. As we
remember that movie, The Mist?
Yeah, maybe.
I know what it is. Ooh, scary.
It's
I've seen that one.
Side by side, they go off and running into turns 1 and 2. That high side just losing a little bit of that momentum. 4 trucks is going to be a difficult task to make it work, especially if there's been a lot of moving and shaking, which there has been. 99 of Anderson giving a huge shove to the 14 machine as the 33 and the 01 start to break away as that top line starting to fall apart a little bit. Drivers electing to just find an open hole and kind of dive on out of it.
Everybody having a lot of fun out there for sure. With
Well,
the white knuckles on the steering wheel.
It is fun. I do like racing in races like this personally because, I wasn't that great when I did race, but I could maneuver up front. I could do some things, but it is very stressful, especially with 94 total laps. And now people are trying to do a little bit of side drafting or accidental side drafting up front. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, of course, 01 of Kelly Keel. Saw him in those first couple of laps trying to do that from the middle outside lane on the bottom side in our first little green flag run that we had, as the 3 of Austin Paul found his way somehow all the way to the bottom of the racetrack, tucked in behind that 123 machine right now, having a really good run as he sprints up alongside the 79. Ooh, little bit of a bobble coming out of turn number 4.
Yeah, 3 wide, about 4 or 5 rows deep here. It's getting good here now, boys.
Yeah, 33 making contact with the outside wall. 01 of Kelly Keel jumps on down to the bottom side, or at least the middle bottom side of this racetrack, as the 33 now looking for a little bit of extra help. Looks like it's the 68 of Dustin with a Y. Dustin Wade trying to push that 33 up here, up at the front. Saw them have a fantastic run. 10 of Andrew Cawthon also getting a great run, trying to make some magic happen up on that far outside lane.
Yeah. Oh, man. 33 dives on down behind the 99. They're going to need some more help, though. Need some more trucks to get in there behind them to help push.
Ooh, Deion Jones almost got Deion Jones.
There he goes.
Klein. What was that happening there? Greg Klein.
Oh, and Dion
Find
staying,
him.
yeah, Dion staying down on the apron. That means no yellow flag. Let's take a quick look back at what happened there. Oh, that was just two trucks trying to have the same spot on the racetrack, and unfortunately, we do have the ghosting option in the pits, but we don't have it out there on the racing surface. So Dion Jones going for a little bit of a wild ride.
And as I rewatched that, it almost looks like they came together. It was kind of a mutual issue. I don't know what you thought, English.
Yeah, it's an attraction.
Yeah, like a north and south magnet, you know, they just come together. And Netcode wasn't involved, and Greg Klein got the lucky end of it. But look, it's not over for Dion Jones. It's a long race. I think if he can get back out running and we get a caution, he'll be fine.
Oh, man. I really need this sun to stay out and not get buried behind these clouds, because this fog or haze or whatever's going on here tonight is just absolutely brutal, as the 99 continues to try to push the 14. The 6 machine pushing the 01. That is your front couple rows. Everything's starting to kind of simmer down just a little bit. We did have a little bit of that checkup, which is spreading out that field a little bit. 79 to Alejandro Gonzalez, still sticking with this main pack. Then you got Greg Klein, George McCon, and Robert Chipman trying to bridge this secondary chase pack, being led by Mike Everidge and Kevin Hunt, back all up together here once again. Just outside of the draft, 085 of Greg Dobson and the 23 of Sean McDonald. They're going to probably try to work together. And then you got a little 3-car pack with Jacob Young, Scott Howell, and Edson Ochoa all working together. And of course, Dion Jones, unfortunately, the lone wolf right now. He's hoping for a caution at some point to regroup everybody up.
Yeah, looking at the weather report right now, conditions are light fog. Not expected to really improve much here during the race time. So, no, it doesn't look like we're having any chance of precipitation. So, just a light 13-mile-an-hour breeze and some light fog here.
Are you the weatherman now?
Well, I pulled up the little weather tab that's new.
Okay, but I don't see any clouds on it. It doesn't show the thunderstorms.
Well, no, there's just
Because there's no rain. It's just, yeah.
Well, it just looks gray. I would like some kind of look to it. If I'm going to do weather, I want to see like a real weather map, you know? If you're not in iRacing, you can't tell what we're talking about.
Oh, we got contact 3 wide, 4 wide. Oh, we got people going all over the place, scattering about. Still green flag racing. 3 of Austin Paul. Oh, man, he's been caught up with that 82 machine for quite a while. Took him most of the backstretch to try to figure that one on out before separating. So they're now going to be outside of the pack a little bit. 434 getting involved, having to check up a little bit, trying to regather up some of that momentum and catch up to John Curtis here. Looks like he might have missed out on the draft train, though, as the 72 Chan, the man running fastest lap of the race just a moment ago at 51.04 before that checkup happened.
Find a camera where I can.
That was a weird one. And Greg Klein avoided that one too, but he did it up the right side of his truck.
Meanwhile,
he's like a cat with 9 lives right now.
You ain't kidding. As back up at the front, 3 wide racing here once again. You got the 14 of Dustin with a wide down on the bottom side. 99 of Albert Anderson leading the middle lane. And here comes that 79, Alejandro Gonzalez up on the far side, getting some help with the 88 of Mike Adams and 84 Josh Bittner trying to regather up that race truck to build up some speed and build up some momentum for that high line.
It's like the ambient temperature here, only 70 degrees, but you still have to watch those temps if you're going to be following real close to the truck in front of you and riding their tailgate. Still got to watch those gauges and get that nose out into some clean air every now and then to cool that motor down.
Yeah, you definitely want some air. And English, you and I like to ride in the back of the pack here at a place like this, and
oh yeah,
that's just our preference. Go ahead, Brown.
No, just I was going to answer Papa Anderson out there, but Lori beat me to it. That Yeah, no caution there. And I mean, really from that latest one, I mean, no one really wrecked. It was everyone's noses kept being pointed in the right direction, just a little bit of a slow up. So iRacing saying, nah, just keep on racing, boys.
And the two trucks that were pinned up against the outside wall, I guess they didn't have a lot of traffic behind them. So if that's the case, iRacing will not throw the caution.
Yeah, not only that, it really makes it more. Because if she was to throw a caution in a place like that, half the people would complain. Well, you threw it because your partner, your buddy was up front or whatever. No, we're going strictly by iRacing. There may be a crazy occasion where she has to throw it, but for the most part, they're just letting iRacing kind of police itself on stuff like that, which I agree with.
It's a fair way to do it. Yeah,
I think so.
As the 7 of Timothy Pope finds his way to the tail end here of this main lead pack. I know there's someone cheering on that one machine of David Fight. He's got himself a pretty good crew right now. Craig Goodenough, Larry Dickerson, Dave Mayberry, Kevin Hunt, Chandler Paul, all working together, trying to gather up some speed and catch back on up to this main group as we continue to run green flag racing here on lap number 20. This is also kind of getting up close here, Turner, to some pit stops for some of these guys. I know we had quite a few people pit back on lap 5 and 6, but the people that didn't pit under that last caution, hey, they're going to be needing to find a way to that bottom row here in a couple seconds. The side-by-side action continues to roll on and on. Of course, we do like to wish Mr. Kelly Keel, the future birthday boy, a happy early birthday as he's continuing to do a great job pushing that 14 of Dustin with a Y up here, up at the front, having a pretty dang good run. As let's go ahead and jump on board. Let's just double check who I got with my cameras here. Of course, everything's getting all mixed around.
To have, and the range is from 7 to 9 laps of fuel left on some of these cars, so you should fairly soon you should see trucks coming down.
That's good. And here I am thinking I was all alone. It was just I was all alone. My Discord was being grumpy.
Oh, I was talking to you and you weren't responding. I thought maybe you started ignoring me again.
No, not yet.
Okay, good.
That's
I haven't said anything crazy either, so I was wondering what's going on.
That's not scheduled until like lap 50 or so.
Okay.
As we go ahead and jump on board with Dustin with a Y, not a Y, an I, Mr. Dustin Wade, as I get that all mixed up. Joining us here with his driver camera, you can see all the action going on in front of him. He's got that 28 machine of Rincon tucked right in front of him. Starting to come up on some lap traffic here too there, Turner.
Yeah, and they are up high. That's going to be a little dangerous in this fog. It's like the LA freeway right here. Let's see what happens.
Like the smog instead of the fog, though.
Correct.
Is that, ooh, man, snaking in that middle lane. 33 at Jess Vaught trying to, yeah, I don't know if he was trying to side draft or figure out what was going on with that high side, but he was able to sneak on through as the lap traffic. Oh my gosh, that fog just keeps getting worse as yet. First round of pit stops for the green flag coming on in. Gonna be tough here, especially with that haze, to find your pit box here tonight. 79 finding his way to the box. 123, 16, 699, and the 14 all make it to their box. Meanwhile, Vigilante Force is out there like a force as they're all lined on up side by side here to come back down. down the long back straightaway. 84, Josh Bittner finding one heck of a run out there all on his lonesome, jumping up 1 cars, 2 cars, trying to make it 3 cars, but it won't be in time. He does have some help coming up behind him before it was, unfortunately, that momentum is now gone, not able to jump all the way on up there. As here we go, another round of pit stops.
That first round of guys we saw come in were the guys that did not pit
Right.
on that last caution, but it looks like some of them coming back down that did pit. So trying to get on the same strategy is sometimes a good thing to do. That's Tim Pope that's pushing Bittner right now. It looks like they have made it up dead even with the 28 in the middle line. They're still making tracks pretty well. They're sticking together here.
And 2 Ain't Dead Yet team members versus 2 Vigilante Force members. Gotten 2 lanes around here, but right now, really, it's just Ain't Dead Yet up on that middle lane.
Vigilante Forces pitting this time.
So pit
A lot of
cycle.
communication going on out there.
Yeah, that there is, as pit cycles continue to move on here, as Bittner and Pope try to actually wrangle up the 28 of Rincon to help out their little party up here at the front, as almost everybody has completed their official first round of green flag pit stops here tonight. Still a few takers yet to come on down, like Fight, Good Enough, Dickerson, Mayberry, and Paul still racing around out there. Got to imagine they're going to be coming down in a second. Go ahead.
Taylor Provax, you're not going crazy. It is getting a little bit
Yeah.
foggier out there.
It's not pretty for the TV, you know?
No,
It just doesn't look pretty on the television, on your tube at home.
I know Brown's trying to pick the best cameras
yeah,
to get y'all a good, clear picture, and it's not easy to do, I imagine.
yeah, I haven't hit this TV1, TV2, TV3 button so many times in my life, as the one of David Fight, 89, Craig Goodenough, 69, Larry Dickerson, 29. Man, a lot of 9s in that group, all going around at least one more time. 72, a Chan the Man up inside of that group. Let's go ahead and jump on board with him to see kind of what's going on. Yeah, well, I did have his camera up at one point, but he is no longer appearing, sadly.
Analea Tovar out there pulling for the number 14. Thank you for being here. David Kelly out here said Eaton and Wade doing that Tang thing out there. And Edith Anderson saying happy birthday, Kelly.
As here comes the one and company down onto the pits. Looked like a pretty good smooth entry there for those drivers. Of course, 72 of Chan the Man. Oh, he's got a nice box right there, right at the entrance. No problems for Chandler Paul to hit his pit box there without any issues.
That's a good pit spot to have right there, right at the back. Right at the back or right in the front. Probably the best 2 boxes to have there. No,
Yeah, I think so.
no black flags on pit lane just yet.
Like you said, this is an easier one to get into. Now, at full speed on a green flag pit stop, it's so foggy. That could change something here.
82 in the 33 contact. 33 guy was scraping the wall there.
Oof, man. 01 of Kelly Keel. Oh, no. 16-14 in the 01 almost making contact with each other. There's the 6 guides the way with the 99 of Anderson giving him a helping shove. 80 looks like the 81 Jonathan Osborne inside of this main group. John Gallagher and Mike Adamson trying to find their way around this hazy racetrack here tonight, as the 01 machine tucks in behind that 16 machine, as the high side trying to build up some momentum and start to make a mad dash up here towards the front. Everybody's slowly starting to commingle here once again. 84 Josh Bittner. Woo, man, flying out there. 197 top speed of 51.03. Boys, we're going to see a sub 51 time here tonight. I can feel it.
I think you might be right. If they keep this up, you definitely will. I mean, especially the guys that get a good long toe from the guys in front of them there, that can really make up a lot of room. Yeah, those are going to be some of your top times out there. This just in, I'm reading that all this haze is actually smoke. That there was a bunch of hoop houses down the road here from the Talladega Speedway that contain some illicit plants. I don't know what that means, but I guess that set fire to it, and that's why we're hearing some drivers giggling and some of them asking for snacks from their pit crew.
Oh, God.
Under race conditions. I'm not sure what that's about.
Well, it's probably true. I mean, I don't know how, if this is live weather or what's going on with it, but it is definitely something we don't normally see. And it is challenging because they're coming up on lap traffic, and it's hard to see that lap traffic till kind of the last minute under these conditions.
Oh, and not only that, 81 of Jonathan Osborne, a little bit of a connection issue right now while he's trying to help push up at the front. Oh, bouncing around. He's probably looking over at his router trying to figure out what's going on. But at the meantime, he's still up here in this race. He's going to drop on down and at least get to the end of this pack as we remain 3 wide racing here up at the front.
Chachi doesn't want to cause a wreck. You see what he's doing down there. That's a selfless act. Get down there and try to keep everybody else safe and give up your position there. I know that's not an easy thing to do, to give up all that position, that hard work that you did. But it's Talladega. You can make it back up.
Oh, most definitely. Especially most internet issues do end up clearing themselves up, and you can get right back up into the fight as we remain 3 wide up here, up at the front. 88 of the Silent Assassin guiding his charge up on that far outside lane. You can see him trying to get down to that middle, get a little bit of that side draft, and here he goes, building up that momentum. Problem is, he's building it up just a smidge too late, and they're going to enter the corner, and they're going to start to lose a little bit of ground here. Of course, as I say that, he's able to stay right put. So what do I know out there is the Silent Assassin puts me to shame.
It's unpredictable, man. You never know what's going to happen here. What's going on with the air and the turbulence surrounding these trucks here.
One of Kelly Keel down onto the inside lane with some help from 99 of Albert Anderson there to pick up some good runs out there tonight.
Yeah, Fight and Mayberry were talking on the radio. They lost 10 miles an hour or doing double wide or whatever they were doing. I didn't pick it all up. But they're talking about how the trucks are actually working in this weather, in this particular race. It seems like every race is just a touch different due to probably the weather conditions maybe and the updates with the trucks. There's all kinds of updates on iRacing all the time, so they're trying to figure it all out tonight.
And they are.
Go ahead, buddy.
Oh no, go for it.
I was gonna say, I think some of the smoke is coming from the back of the 81 truck. It appears that he has something up underneath the frame, maybe too close to an exhaust pipe, that's causing this smoke. I don't know if he's hauling something for somebody or what, but I'm starting to get hungry myself. The smoke has reached the booth now. I just kind of want to sit back and chill out. And y'all got any Doritos?
No, sorry, buddy. It's the 19 and the 33 tag team on their way up to the front. 3 wide once again, battling for this race lead. 99 guiding the way here in the middle lane with the 01 down on the bottom. The 14 and looks like the 6 trying to help out their respective lanes. 16 of young Kylebot having a really good run right now, working his way. He's going to jump up there right in front of Pops, trying to get a big push.
And if they can stick together here, the 16 and 33, they've got help from behind. They can make a good run here. And here they come. They're about to pass Albert Anderson in that middle lane. I'm not sure they're going to be clear of him. That middle lane is also very organized.
It is, but it just takes one mistake to kind of throw somebody off the, off the path a little bit. It's crazy times out here. At 35 laps in, we're about 1/3 of the way through. We still got a ways to go.
Man, oh man, Greg Klein almost getting Kleined a little bit there. Some traffic on the outside and on the inside of him. These trucks just definitely seem to be bouncing around a little bit more than what we're normally used to seeing. It looks like maybe some of the current updates have, like you said, changed some things with the turbulent air. Is a whole bunch of people are kind of bouncing around here tonight.
It's a lot more unstable side to side than we usually see. You're right. I'm not sure what to attribute that to, if it was an update or what, but kind of a bad push there from the 33. The 16 got a little sideways. He was able to save it. They weren't exactly square on each other.
That was a dangerous spot there with the 16. He was kind of splitting the 82 and the 88 in half, and if he was to make contact there, or if netcode came into play, that would have been disastrous.
82 looked like he wanted to come up for the 16, but did not have room. He's forced to stay behind the 88 here.
And they're still trying to make that 3 wide work. You got the young and the old Vots working their magic along that outside wall, trying to, again, pick up some of that run. It's just, it's so difficult to build up enough momentum for at least that lead truck to break free and clear, let alone a couple of them here. 19 of Dixon is going to try to join them once again and maybe aid their efforts and trying to add a little bit more draft power.
Gotta have that momentum here. And you got to act on it as soon as you get clear of the lower lines. Otherwise, it's not worth doing.
Yeah, just like
you're going to lose all of it.
Just like the 14 of Dustin with a Y jumping down from the middle lane down in front of the 99 just to keep that momentum, and then immediately diving on down to break free and clear. 99 sees a hole and jumps up in front of his old teammate, the 88 of Adamson, getting a huge shove. Whoo-wee, that was a racing move.
Yeah, he was watching that mirror. He knew what was going on, where everybody sat, and he saw that momentum coming. He said, I want a piece of this. Look at that. He saves his position.
As we continue to trundle around here under the green flag, going to be coming back around to lap number 40 here in just a moment, which means pit stops are coming on up probably within the next 6 laps or so for some of these drivers, depending on contact, and there we go. We're gonna have a caution here as the 88 gets up and sideways. Oh man, 16 of Kyle Vaught. Looked like the 79. No,
the 33
was 33 getting caught up in it as well.
That start, we know that they were all trying to push each other right there, and with all the snaking side to side, it's hard to get a good push on the truck in front of you.
Was it the push the pusher thing? I didn't see it.
No,
and watch it through Greg Klein's view. He missed it again. He got lucky again.
Oh man, it was a mix of bumpers. Not like the 16 of Vaught or of Kyle Vaught was moving as the 33 was making his approach course there, and just gets across the bumper. Meanwhile, the 82 of Everidge was moving up the track just a little bit, trying to maybe blow off a little bit of his momentum so he doesn't do a push the pusher. But that gets the 88, 16, and the 33 all wadded up against that outside wall. It's Oh man, 33 had just fought, wanted to get through. He just had nowhere to go.
Yeah, the 82 moving up the track and the 16 kind of wiggling down the track, and you can't really point the finger at nobody on this kind of deal. This is just stuff that happens. And yeah, the 33 just had to kind of push the back end of both of those trucks around to get through. That was pretty good. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, I mean it's a free for all at this point. I'd like to see some sunshine out at the track, though. I mean, this is really different. iRacing's always throwing us for a loop. They're gonna have that rain soon, aren't they, Brown? Or do they already have it?
They have it on some of the stuff. I don't think it's ever going to be here at Talladega and in the NASCAR stuff until NASCAR magically discovers, hey, we can race on ovals with rain tires too. But
Problem is, the drivers will just push the tires so hard they'll just rip them apart.
it probably has
And
a.
that's
Are you saying they're not very bright?
No, I'm
No.
just saying there's only so much you can do.
With a compound like that?
Yeah, with this type of vehicle, which is low grip, high power, on something where you're turning one direction, you're not going to be able to build a wet weather tire that's going to sustain it. You just can't. Go ahead there, Brown. What you got?
Excuse me. As I was going to say, very quick pit stops there for the 01 of Kelly Keel and a 99 of Anderson, able to jump up a couple extra spots there. 14 of Dustin with a Y, followed by the 28 of George Rincon. 33 of Jess Vaught, able to squeeze a couple spots back up towards the top 5. Zachary Hallinan, Dustin with an I, Dustin Wade. Jonathan Osborne, John Curtis, and Trevor Robertson will make up your top 10 once when we head on back to the green flag.
Yeah, Brown, I think you're absolutely right about doing it on road courses. I don't see it ever being able to happen on an oval. It's just a different type of racing. These trucks and stock cars are so heavy.
Yeah, but what if they're doing one of those Road Americas or something? Do you
That's what I'm
think they
saying,
could?
road course? I
But
think
they do that already, don't they? Don't they race in the rain at like Coda?
Yeah. I think they've got like a modified rain tire for that. But I'm like, out of all the oval tracks, you would think that these super speedways, probably more dangerous because of the speeds. But there's less stresses actually being put on these tires.
that's a good point there. It's a challenge. Let's put the challenge out there. If we got to switch to a different tire manufacturer because they're making a better tire and a tire that can withstand the rain, and
Oh, whoa!
do it.
Wait a minute. Goodyear's paying a lot of money to do a lot of things here.
Well, if they're not
They're
following,
not going to allow that. They're not going to allow it though. It's a money thing.
You remember when Tony Stewart got in trouble for talking about how terrible the Goodyear tires were?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean you can't talk bad about it. It is what it is.
I mean, I'm sure they're just wonderful.
Well, I mean, if it's really raining at Talladega, the fans are going to be here. You can't even see across the track, so you're not even. It wouldn't really. I guess it wouldn't be worthwhile anyway.
No, but I agree. Like if it's downpouring, yeah, no, don't race. But I mean, like a little mist here and there, a couple raindrops, ain't gonna hurt anybody. I mean, shoot, these things have, or they're supposed to have windshield wipers, right?
They do, but they only set them up at the tracks that they run in the rain.
Yeah,
No. Well,
road courses only have them.
oh well. Talk about throwing that into effect here at a plate track. Imagine trying to figure out what the draft's happening as the windshield wipers going back and forth across the window and throwing everything all over the place.
Yeah, it'd be a little weird. Hey, I'm all for trying different stuff. I don't like this Chicago road course crap they do, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the street thing.
I don't want to see that. But here we go. We're going to have some real racing. Even though it's foggy tonight, we're still going to have some good racing here.
We'll close off the point with, if NASCAR needs any test dummies, I volunteer.
There you go.
Pretty big dummy myself. You know,
If we could all help.
As the pace truck peels off down onto pit road here, side by side once again, as we get ready to get up and running and back to the green flag. Everybody hitting their pit stop, so we're got another full round of fuel to go as we enter into that Geico restart zone. And green flag racing here once again with the 01 and the 99. Man, that was a interesting restart to say the least. There were more holes there throughout the field than Swiss cheese as everyone tries to regroup and regather. Poor Albert out there with no help until now, where the 33 of Just Fought was able to zig and zag his way on back up to that front row and give a big boost of speed to the 99. 434 of Kevin Hunt dropping to the back here. I don't know.
yeah, he said on the radio he was ducking out. So
Oh, man. Well, he really ducked out. He's got to be careful here because he is losing draft and big time. As we're back to 3 wide, Albert left alone in the middle as the high side picking up a huge run.
oh, Albert got left out in the cold.
Well, a lot of people will do that to him because he's so good. They're going to try to get him out of the action up there. He'll find his way where he needs to be.
Thank you, Osvaldo Severino, for joining us, and Mejia for joining us out there pulling for the 16th. Red Arnell is here pulling for Craig Goodenough. Ava Vaught is here as well. Thank you for being here, folks. Sorry I butchered your name, Osvaldo.
Hit the like, subscribe button. Pretty soon we're gonna have like a member thing where you can pay us money. I've seen this on YouTube now. I want like that feature where they can pay us like $2 and then we give them like an extra shout out. Brown, let's make that happen so we can make some extra cash.
We sing a song or something to them?
Well, whatever they want, we'll do a cameo. You know, whatever you guys want to do. Well, you put like $1. I will do that. You put $1 in the jukebox. We'll do anything you want. You know,
Well,
within reason.
we got to get up to 1,000 subscribers before...
Oh, well then, dang it.
We're
Get us
almost
up
there.
to 1,000 people. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors. You know, tell people that you know have YouTube. Just tell them to subscribe.
Tell complete strangers and hope they don't punch you in the face for approaching them.
Use your dead relative's account. I don't care. Join us. We need to make some cash. We need to make
Get out
bank.
there and do some ballot harvesting.
Yes. That's what's coming on this year anyway. It's in season. Do some ballot harvesting and get us to 1,000 so we can all have an extra little bit of money. I mean, you know, they treat us okay here, but this isn't somewhere where we're going to get rich. And let's start making T-shirts too. We're going to do all kinds of crazy stuff.
Well, we already do have some T-shirts over there at TrackDogsRacing.net. As
Dang
we jump on board here with the 77 of Mr. Mustachio, Jacob Young, tucked into the bottom line behind the 4 of Dion Jones right now. Trying to get a good run going here.
Big stash. That's an Earnhardt-esque.
I love that.
19 of Jack Dixon trying to find something happening up there on that far outside wall. Unfortunately, doesn't look like anybody's quite willing to join him up there just yet as the action continues to trickle on and roll on here. Side by side, green flag racing as Vigilante Force guiding both lanes around here. Kelly Keel down on the bottom, 33 of Just Fought up in the middle. Side by side they go through turns 1 and 2 and out onto the Alabama gang backstretch, having a pretty good run there. But I got a feeling the 33 is not necessarily going to want to jump down in front of his teammate here. I think they kind of want to try to control both lanes here right now.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, that's what you want to do. I'm watching poor Kevin Hunt, man. He's trucking along doing about 168 miles an hour all by his lonesome out there, and meanwhile the rest of the crew's out here running about 20 miles an hour faster. But if he stays on the lead lap here, he'll be able to get back up in there in the mix.
Yeah,
if we get a caution here soon.
that's the key. Just try to stay on that lead lap, and if not, be the first one on the second lap. So you can have that lucky dog.
In that case, he's got to stay ahead of Deion Jones, who's currently the lucky dog.
Albert Anderson says he's getting hot. He's about to pull out of this pack, so that'd be weird because he's up top. He's running up top.
Yeah.
See what happens here.
Yeah, he was definitely putting the business down there on that 33 of Vaught. It does look like, Albert may not be completely out of it here as he gets a big helping shove behind him from the 7 of Timothy Pope.
69 of Larry Dickerson in that LA Construction Angel Man truck moved down to the inside line. Pretty good little move there. But now it looks like the middle line, I should say, is pretty organized. Only 4 trucks there. Whoa, as they start to snake.
Yeah, they started snaking as you started talking. But they were under control pretty well, but it looks like they're having a little bit of trouble now. Albert Anderson got that clean air, cooled his truck off, and they're having a good run up top, too.
Go for it.
Oh, I was going to say, I'm now starting to understand the acronyms that Ava and Lori are putting in there. It's daughter-in-law and mother-in-law. It just took me a while to figure that out. Sorry that I'm so slow, y'all.
As Albert shoots all the way down across the racetrack. Oh, what a move there, getting in front of the 01 of Kelly Keel, who unfortunately now he's got no other option but to help push the 99 because he is locked in side by side, and there's 3 rows of traffic up above him as we remain 3 wide, racing with the 7 of Timothy Pope guiding the outside lane now.
Albert's raced with Kelly enough to know Kelly Keel's one of the best pushers in iRacing, period. So to swing down there in front of him, he knew who was leading that line down there. That wasn't no accident. And look at him go. He's getting it done.
I don't hear anybody fighting and arguing. Now, we are on lap traffic. Who is that, Brown? Let me see if I can see. He's down low currently. The lap traffic would be
434, maybe.
Dobson.
Is it
Greg Dobson.
85 is... Oh, talk about a move. The 33 leaves just a little bit of extra space in front of him here before picking up a big run, getting in contact there with his teammate, allowing the 01 of Kelly Keel to kind of lazy Susan his way back around the 99 of Anderson. So gamemanship at its best out here at the VRL race tonight. 43 John Curtis trying to get some help from the 7 of Timothy Pope as remain side by side, 3 wide racing. Even the 187 of Scott Howell up here in this mix.
Would have been probably the move of the race right there, that little sneak around deal. They really planned that well. That was awesome to watch.
Yeah, it's like a pick and roll in basketball there.
Exactly.
Yahtzee.
Mentioned the 187 running up here with these guys in and around the top 10. He started way back in 30th place. So him and Dustin Wade both up a whole ton of spots to be sitting up here with these leaders.
As we're just a little bit past the halfway point here on lap 52 out of 94. The 3 wide action continues to roll on here as the 16 of Kyle Vaught trying to close up that gap. Well, he's going to have some help here as Good Enough aids in that endeavor to fill up some holes in the middle lane. As the 82 of Mike Everidge up there on the far outside lane, trying to help their little bit of a run going on.
Good to see some of these guys that were involved in wrecks earlier recover so well and run up here with these guys. Of course, Mike Everidge down 6 laps, but the other guys up here, Good Enough and and a couple of the other cats up here, the 16, the 69, the 33, all running up here.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, just looking at the numbers, we had 34 trucks start here tonight. 34 trucks still running, and 31 of those on the lead lap currently. It's going to go down to 30 here relatively soon, unless Kevin Hunt gets some luck headed his way. He's fairly close to being lapped here in a second as the 3 wide starts to kind of extinguish itself on out. We go back to side-by-side racing here. Yeah, 434, he recognizes that he was going to get passed right in the middle of the corner. He ducks on down to the apron to allow everybody right on by.
Yeah, smart move there. Once again, another selfless act to keep the racing green and safe, and good on you guys for doing that, Kevin. Kevin and Chachi here tonight.
As we, that back bumper of the 4 machine, man, getting some screen time here tonight as the 8 of Edson Ochoa out there running around trying to stay within this pack. As Dion Jones sitting right there in front of him. Dion currently a lap down, so not really fighting for position, just fighting to stay alive in this race.
The Ocho machine up there doing a pretty good job.
Man, look at him. He doesn't, even with his driver camera, he doesn't look stressed or nothing. He's just kind of sitting back. He's chilling.
He's chilling. He's in the zone. He's one of those laid-back South Texas guys down in the valley. He ain't got no worries. He's just cruising around having fun.
And that is what we like to see here as we continue to run on this green flag stint. About 16 laps into this stint, so about a little under 10 laps away from seeing another round of pit stops happen here as the 33 and the 99 continue to go to battle as the back and forth between America's driver and the basically vigilante force team up there, up at the front. 68 of Dustin Wade doesn't want to be left out of the action in that fancy schmancy new PBR machine.
PBR. Pabst Blue Ribbon. I remember one of my trips to Florida. I was sitting at a marina watching some old guys play washers. I was sitting there drinking PBR because that's what they had. It was cold. Watching all the boats come in. That was kind of fun.
As we go ahead, take a look out the front window of said PBR machine. You can see kind of what it looks like from the driver's perspective, and I know the cameras get affected by the fog a little bit more than these drivers, but you can definitely tell they are struggling out there to see what's ahead of them on this track. So getting some good track position as the 99 finds a hole and jumps up in front of the 68, who's going to go up, give him that nice little love tap. Ooh, make sure those bumpers are square.
My goodness. It's so crazy to watch that from the driver's view. It's been a while since we've been in a plate race with each other, but that's never a comfortable feeling.
No, even knowing if it was your own teammate, especially if it's your own teammate, knowing the guys on our team, if a bump was coming, it's like, oh Lord, grip that steering wheel just a little tighter. Oh well, yeah, that doesn't make it any better.
No, I usually ram y'all way too hard.
That's what made it fun, though.
Yeah.
As we continue to have some good side-by-side battling here at Talladega Super Speedway. Whole bunch of big-time movers and shakers here tonight. That 68 of Dustin Wade is up 31 spots right now after starting towards the back. Timothy Pope up 12. Alejandro Gonzalez is up 17. Same thing with Chan the Man is up 17. Scott D. Howell currently battling for that 15th spot, hanging around up about 15 positions there as well. So some really good racing, a whole bunch of people making use of whatever track position that they can find, as we have some fantastic battles going on out there tonight. And
Get with Klein and do a ADD racing reunion race one of these days.
yes,
I don't know if Jimmy still has a rig.
I think he does. And from the sounds of it, Jimmy does want to get back into the iRacing as 99 of Anderson dives back down in front of that 33 of Vaught. And continuing to slip and slide and just prove why he has been so victorious here at these super speedways, especially here lately, picking up those fantastic positions and kind of good old track knowledge that he's got. 84 Bittner, man, he's been tag teaming up there with that 19 of Dixon quite a bit here tonight.
Ashley Osborne joining us out there. Hello, Miss Ashley. Yes, ma'am. It is very foggy out there. Trying to do the best we can, bring y'all a decent looking broadcast. The haziness not help.
There wasn't fun facts. Did y'all do that while I was gone?
No.
Oh. They want like the lizard people things or anything about that? Or are we still kind of...
Oh, no. Well, I haven't, as Analea is asking, you know, did we miss any of the fun facts yet? No, because I was waiting for you to get back online as the 68 in that middle lane gets a big time run. As always.
I'll give you a real quick fun fact. Sorry, Brown. The crazy plane lady, I love her. She's an amazing lady. Google her. She saved a whole plane load of people, and she's just amazing.
And Carrot Top.
She saved Carrot Top was on that plane, and she just posted a picture on the internet that is really turning heads. Back to you, Brown.
Oh, thank you, Adam. As the 19 and the 84 continuing their charge, just a two-man team making up some big headway on that far outside wall. Of course, Miss Lori behind the scenes has been very busy, and here's some fun facts for you. She asked some very special people of ours 3 questions: what their favorite hobby is, pet peeves, and their go-to food.
Ooh.
Now, the answer to the question of, well, who did she ask? She asked some of our OG chat members out there. That would be Team Anderson, Papa Anderson, Mama Anderson, Aunt Kathy, and Aunt Edith. So we got some fun facts about our viewers here tonight.
Oh, awesome!
Even more fun.
I know. Okay. So Papa Anderson, his favorite hobby is chess.
Good game. Good for the brain.
His pet peeve is hard-hearted people. So people that little stiff around the chest area.
Albert's gonna come down. We got a little issue.
Oh man, 633 is going sideways. Albert able to break free and clear, but this is gonna be a big one. 33 up into the outside wall. Goodness gracious.
Kelly Keel's wrecked too.
What happened to Jess? God almighty. I was enjoying the fun facts and then that happened.
Oh, it was the 68 went across the track.
Yeah, I don't know what was happening. My eyeballs were on a different screen there for a second.
68 and the 6.
Oh, just not quite lined up bump. Oh yeah, just the bumper quarter panels not quite lining up. Gets the 68 loosey goosey, and that is all it takes here at Talladega to cause this, as the 01 goes down to the inside wall. 33 gets absolutely demolished as the 82 had nowhere to go. Oh, goodness.
And the 01 hit the inside wall so hard, he may not make it to his next birthday.
Well, this is virtual. Thank goodness it's virtual. But that was a racing deal, but they just weren't aligned, right?
Yeah.
Oh, now they're having arguments about who's in front of who. This is great.
Well, that's just caution stuff, trying to...
Jack Dixon ran out of fuel, So that was a thing.
Oh man.
Oh, I wonder if Dixon was... Well, he was up on that far outside lane, so I don't know. Don't know if he was going to be able to get down to the pits even if he wanted to, but everybody coming on down into the pits here. 64 out of 94. We're still going to be a few laps short here, folks, so we're going to have at least a splash and go here to finish things on off.
Yeah. That's
Man,
they're going to be the last pit stop.
There's too much talking on the radio. And there are going to be some arguments out there.
Meanwhile, Albert Anderson able to get down and around his pits and in and out before really anybody knew what happened there. 14, Dustin with a Y comes on in. Same thing with 7, Timothy Pope. Followed by the 89 Goodenough, 68 Dustin Wade, 6 Trevor Robertson, John Gallagher, Josh Bittner, Kyle Vaught, and Chandler Paul will make up your restarting field's top 10.
Still got about 10 drivers that have black flags waiting to get them cleared for whatever reason. Jillian out there saying the worst birthday present ever for Kelly Keel. Sorry, Kelly.
Did you see what Jess just did? Jess had to pit. Looked like he did his pit and needed a faster period. Backed up, went back in the box and got a faster period real quick. Is that a trick? I like that. That's what it looked like on my screen.
Did he slide through his box?
No, well, I don't. Maybe he did. I don't know. It just seemed like he was there for a long time.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Or maybe he had it unchecked, realized it, and then...
Yes, that's what I think he did. Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
A smart move.
Definitely a possibility.
Lori is yelling at people. These people are out of control. This is great. She's having to lay down the law. Poor Lori, the saint of the league, is having to just yell at these people. This is awesome. What do you think about it, English?
I don't know. I couldn't hear what she was saying, but
well, she's not happy with all the talking and whatnot's on the radio. Everybody got a little Brown. I know you don't listen because you got a lot going on, but it was a little bit of mayhem there about people talking and complaining about this or that, and she finally took control and just told them what was what, and I really enjoyed that. But what I really enjoyed was where we were with the fun facts thing. That was pretty awesome. I
was going to say we didn't even finish up with Papa Anderson there.
Yeah.
His go-to food, Girl Scout Thin Mints.
Okay, those are awesome. Do you put them in the freezer? Because I like them in the freezer, or at least the fridge. I like them cold. Those are number one Girl Scout cookie in my opinion. Those are great ones. That's his number one? I would have been like, I don't know. That's a tough...
That's a good one.
I like to eat, though.
Yeah,
that's a good choice.
Well, here you go. We'll go to Aunt Edith next, whose favorite hobby is she loves reading a good book.
Hey, that's very good. I like books.
Pet peeve of just no common courtesy. I mean, come on, it's not hard to be.
It's a problem in society now.
It is a very big problem. Like, open the door for a person, even open the door for a lady, or open the door. Even I'll open the door for a guy that's walking in that kind of looks like he's in a hurry.
Yeah,
be polite to people. I mean, let's just be nice to people again.
And
Goodness gracious,
her favorite snack, her favorite finger licking snack, the Cheetos.
Oh, I love them. Do you like the hot ones though? Because I've turned to the hot ones. I don't know if it's the kids that turn me on to those spicy Cheetos are amazing, but I like Cheetos in general. I agree with that. Those are good ones. What else you got?
Well, we're gonna be going
to race.
Yeah, we're about to get back to racing here with the truck lights turned on off, which means we're getting ready to go back to green flag race, and we'll return to Mama Anderson and Aunt Kathy after this. But meanwhile, we got the 99 and the 14 all lined on up side by side, ready to go back to green flag racing as they enter that tri-oval and into that restart zone, and away we go here once again. Green flag racing from Talladega as they shuffle and bustle side by side down and across the line and into turns 1 and 2. Lap 67 of 94 up and underway. That 14 getting a big time push from Craig Goodenough, trying to be good enough here tonight and pick up a podium position to close this race on out as the whole field continues to try to find little holes, little gaps, little spots where they can kind of fill on in and slowly move their way back on up through the field. You got behind the 99, that 7 of Timothy Pope giving him a very big push. The 7 who's ever so dominant at those mile and a halves, hasn't had really the best of luck at these super speedways, but looking to change that around here tonight as they continue to battle side by side. 123 of John Gallagher up in the mix. Same thing with the 6 of Trevor Robertson. 68 of Dustin with an eye. Dustin Wade still returning to form to catch back on up. Even the 16 of Kyle Vaught, like we said earlier, getting caught up in an incident, is still fighting, trying to find a good finish here tonight. He's got the 79 of Alejandro Gonzalez out here trying to pick up a good finish.
Goodness, still not done with the side-to-side snaking action going on through the lines. It's pretty hard to hold a real steady line here with all this turbulence going on with these trucks. And guys trying to sneak out and get some cool air to cool that engine off. It's like watching fire ants scurry around out there.
Yeah, you are definitely not kidding, as we got 26 laps left to go. By my calculations, the drivers who are out there up at the front, I actually kind of like what Albert Anderson did here. He just decided, I'll give up on that lead position right now, try to save some fuel. So I think they're about 3 laps short on fuel from when all these drivers came on down onto pit road. 84, Josh Bittner looking for some help against that outside fence, but none is coming. He is getting shuffled back towards the back, but now he does eventually have some people coming up behind him.
Yeah, they got a pretty big run. They're having to check up just so they don't run him over. Andrew Cawthon picks up his tailgate there.
As there goes the 33, looking to make back a few positions here, looking to run the outside lane. He's going to try to tail that 28 of George Rincon out against that outside fence.
Robert Chipman back here running in front of Mike Adamson. We hadn't spoke about him very much here tonight, but he's holding steady up there, just trying to stay in the middle and stay out of trouble, and that's exactly what he's done.
Josh Bittner says he's going to the back. Uh-oh, we got some issues up here.
Ooh, some big time squiggling and some wiggling. Looked like people really having to check up there, and that's going to scatter this field a little bit more. It's going to take a second for everyone to get regathered on up there. I didn't quite see exactly what happened there. Originally, I couldn't even tell that there was a little kind of tire smoke cloud there, and until some of the camera angle changed a little bit there, so I could actually see through the fog a little bit.
South Texas Border Sports, here's your update on Ochoa and Young, your buddies down there in South Texas. Edson Ochoa currently 26th, Jacob Young currently 25th, so they're running right there close to one another.
But they still got their fast repair. They have not been in any trouble. So they've been task number 1, keep the truck clear. They've been doing good.
Curse of the broadcaster.
Yeah, of course.
Well, you're in the lead pack. You're fine. I don't care what position you're in at this point. What Albert's dad says, Thin Mints in the freezer with vanilla ice cream. That sounds like the most. I've never done that. That sounds
you ever
amazing.
had mint chocolate chip ice cream? I mean,
no. He said the Thin Mints, and put them into the vanilla ice cream.
That's what I'm saying. It would be similar. It would be good.
No, it would be better than chocolate chip mint ice cream. I think.
You know what? You know what's even better than that?
What?
Look who is tucked in right behind that 16 of Kyle Vaught. Uncle Dave and Kyle Vaught trying to work together here tonight up against that far outside lane as they go 3 wide.
Jess Vaught he's swung out wide.
Oh man, he is driving like a madman trying to get back up to the front. He doesn't want to be anywhere near the chaos that's unfolding there in the middle. Diving on down, diving back up down, trying to find his way, and he does finally get free and clear. So he's guiding that outside lane, trying to get them pulled back on up even Steven here as the 99 and the 7 go side by side with the 89 pushing the 7 machine.
Oh man!
Ooh, man.
Look at Tim Pope,
just
right down in front of Anderson.
Just skirting his way on down in front of Anderson. And almost for a second there, I was worried Good Enough was going to follow. Oh, an uneven bump to the 6 machine from the 79 got him a little squirrely, but he's able to get it back and collected as here we go. 3 wide, battling for the lead. Look who's pushing that 33 of Vaught. It's the 187 murder death kill machine, Scott Howell.
Oh no.
Alejandro Gonzalez got a little squirrely and got a little too low. Greg Klein could have closed that hole, but he didn't. He left it open, let Alejandro come back up just to give him a chance here. But Klein is now up in front of Jess Vaught here. Teammates rejoined.
And Kelly jumps up. That is their team right there. Oh, well, Kelly jumped down.
I think he's going to wait for them to maybe build up a little momentum on that outside wall before jumping on up there to join his teammates. Meanwhile, it is the 89 and the 7 as we go side by side, 3 wide behind the couple of first rows. As there goes the 01, he sees that the run was a-coming. Let's see if they still have that momentum to try to pull. However, I will say that middle lane losing a little bit of momentum with Kelly Keel jumping out of line.
I love how they have similar paint schemes. It's easy to keep track of them, and there's some bouncing around with McDonald there. Wow.
Yeah, everybody just fishtailing around this racetrack here tonight as we go 3 by 3 by 3 by 3 by 3. Quite a few rows deep here as everyone pushes for the final 20 or so laps left to go here tonight.
We say 20 or so because these guys do have an opportunity at a green-white checker finish, but they only got one try at it if they can't finish cleanly at the end of regulation.
All this good racing, all I'm thinking about is what the Andersons like to eat. I'm ready for the next part of that. But we're a little busy right now.
Man,
I'm taking notes.
Little busy with this 3 wide going on with the 01 of Kelly Keel and Vigilante Force getting a big run on that far outside lane. The only person they're missing up there is the 29 of Mayberry. Mayberry looked like he kind of ducked down. It was getting a little too spicy for him for a second there, and I'm sure he's wanting to rejoin his teammates now as they make a big push here up at the front as it's nose to nose, door to door as they come back down through the trioval and across the line. It is anybody's race.
A lot of spicy moments out there and some heartburn among some drivers as Lori's going to have some stuff to sort out here at the end of this deal.
Well, she already yelled at him once. That was amazing.
Nobody
I like it.
Mom's mad. When Mom's mad, I kind of try to just walk into the other room. I'm like, I don't want to deal with it.
Go hide under the cover somewhere.
Yeah. Get in my safe zone.
Don't get hit by that spoon. Mine used to carry the wooden spoon. You get hit with that, you know you're in trouble. The chunkla too. The
flying chunkla or the switch that your grandma made you go get.
Oh, I hated those. You had to pick your own out too. That's the worst.
As we take a ride here with the 74 Zachary Hallinan, quite a few rows back, but has a perfect eye on the action. I like what he's doing here, Mr. English. He's getting sucked back up to that back bumper of the 3 machine, but he's purposely leaving himself a good chunk of space. Not enough that he's in danger of losing the draft or anything, but he's definitely leaving a little bit of room for error just in case he needs an escape route.
Yeah, because this is the part of the race where it's going to happen more and more with the aggression and all that. As we're seeing up front, a lot of pinching people down low, a lot of side drafting going on, especially between the 01 and the 23 right now. You're seeing a lot of close contact, a little bit of door rubbing.
Ooh, man. Klein trying to line up that bumper as the 01 Akil finds an open hole, leaves his teammates for the time being. I think he realized that top side was losing a little bit of that momentum. He's going to try to build it back up for them here in that middle lane. The problem is the 92, Greg Klein, he needs someone in front of him to try to drag that line on forward, but it's not coming. Oh, man, talk about a great run that those drivers had as more and more drivers bail off down. 123 leaves the pack as he enters on.
Oh.
Jack
Now
Dick,
they got time.
Adamson, 74 the 3. Big wreck back here.
I was wondering why a big hole was opening up there in the middle, and, well, that is why. The 123 kind of got shuffled out of line, and I don't know if there was a little bit of a checkup with that. Looks like, oh no.
That was with Chan the man. He kind of came down, and there's a little dispute over position there.
And it looked like 74 of Hallinan not quite expecting the checkup there. I think just gets into the back of the 3 of Austin Paul, just a little bit off-centered. Oh, and shoots him up the track. Oh, man. Into the 19. 89 going for a wild spin there. Thankfully, didn't look too big of a wreck. I didn't see too many parts flying, just some kind of rubbing and some sliding. So thankfully, those drivers not going to have to be in those pits for an extended amount of time anyway.
And that's not what I expected after seeing so many cars or trucks involved in this. I thought, oh man, we're going to see some totaled out trucks. No, it was, like you said, it's just a couple bumps and scrapes and everybody's still running.
Anybody going to get a splash here?
Oh, everybody.
Everybody's going
right.
to come down and fill up.
I think you're right.
I think
Here they come.
it's just a little too close to call. But of course, as I say that, we do have some people staying on out.
Kelly Keel?
Yeah, Kelly Keel electing to stay on out there and try to get some track position back here as everybody makes their way on down and into pit road. Hitting their pit boxes. Oh, the 14 misses his pit box, having to reverse a little bit there to gather up that fuel. 84, Josh Bittner with a quick stop. Same thing with the 7 of Timothy Pope. Trevor Robertson, yeah, it's just splash and goes pretty much all the way around for the field as everyone makes their final drive in for their money stop.
A quick Yahtzee.
Man. Well, this has been a fun race. I'll tell you what, they're doing a great job out here. I think, what if we had 3 cautions or something like that? Nothing
Something like we've had, and they've been coming pretty much right at the tail end of some of these long runs. So we've been putting in some good green flag laps here tonight.
Well,
Got about probably gonna have 12 laps to go when we go back to the green flag.
man. I can't get over the overcast weather. Just strange. It's different.
No.
Totally different than we normally see.
Well, you know, hey, you got like Christmas in July. Well, we got Halloween in March or April, whatever month we're in.
Mm-hmm. I believe we're in April now. You never know. It's hard to tell. It doesn't really matter. Although it is green, beautiful, the birds are chirping. Kind of my favorite time of year. I like the spring and the fall. I think most people do.
Yeah, it's usually a good time of the year. Is the 434 gonna be getting a looks like a a lap back here.
Deion Jones is asking for an EOL in the 4. Glad to see him back. I think he's had some issues. And
Yeah, he's had some, well, he's been away and then had some, I guess, some migraines last week, so taking some time off from the screens.
This isn't something you want to do if you have a migraine headache.
No, this is the last thing I would want to do.
Yeah, it does take a toll on your eyes and, you know, just kind of your stress level. It's very stressful, races like this, honestly, because you got to have total concentration for, you know, while it's live. You know, you can take a break right now when you're under caution, but it's tough stuff, man.
Hey, you are not kidding us. The lights on the pace truck turn off, which means we're getting stacked up and ready to go back to some green flag racing. How about this for Ain't Dead Yet? The only person they're missing is Ricky Wittenberg, Josh Bittner, Timothy Pope, and Trevor Robertson all teamed on up here, up at the front, looking to make a hard charge here at the end to try to get up onto those podiums here tonight. Oh, I should say they're also missing the 16 of Kyle Vaught, but he's only a few rows back.
Yeah, he's still within striking distance here.
Oh, a little bit of Yahtzee.
Yeah.
As we get ready to head on back to some green flag. A driver that we haven't talked a lot about here tonight, but is in a really good position right now, is that 10 of Andrew Cawthon, up 18 spots right now in 14th. He's kind of right in the middle of all the action, where if he plays his cards right, I got a feeling he could be up inside of this top 5 in the next couple of laps here, English.
Yeah, top 5 or even to finish out a top 3 podium position, being in the right place at the right time. We've all seen what happens at Talladega on the final lap, and you know, it's just unpredictable.
That it is, as here we go. The field coming on down through the tri-oval one more time as we go back to green flag racing here at Talladega. The throttles are hitting the floor as they try to get back on up to speed here, heading on down and into turns 1 and 2, 7 and the 84, trying to control both lanes here. 89 good enough, helping out the 84 there. It's probably only a matter of time, though, before the 89 gets a little jealous and wants some front row positions there himself, as he gives a huge shove to the 84, who gets way clear of the 7, and the 89 dives on down to that bottom row to kind of break up the party.
Wow, what an effort by the 84 and the 89, and just look at how the 89 just swept down in front of one of our former champions here, and one of the alien good drivers out there, man. That's how good he is. Tim Pope in the 7.
23, Sean McDonald making some good moves here as well with the 79 of Alejandro Gonzalez, our Venezuelan native out here making some moves. So it is an international effort here at Talladega tonight as the 7 machine trickles his way on up. Oh, wasn't quite clear, forcing the 84 to go around on the outside. That's opening things on up as the middle lane splits into 2, and we go 3 wide racing here down the backstretch.
How quickly all the drivers behind them reacted, and everybody picked their line, and all of a sudden, bam, 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 everybody joined one of the 3 lines. That upper line is not doing well.
It is not. It was like a pack of piranhas just ready to pounce. And the 33 now jumping on up to that outside lane, thinking they're going to get a whole bunch of momentum. 10 of Cawthon making his way on up there, trying to gain a few extra spots.
Cawthon keeps on impressing here tonight and bettering his position over and over. See if he gets behind the 33 and kind of keeps it tight here. Let's see what they can do. 81 moving up in front of the 33.
And it's 81 of Osborne trying to make some noise up here now that his internet is all settled on down and he can race blink free, as the 6 of Robertson and 89 good enough continue to go to war. Albert Anderson still in the hunt up there up at the front as well, tucked in behind that 89. 14 a Dustin with a Y trying to get a ooh going here at the end of this one.
Rhett Arnell, I know you're watching this. Your man up here, Craig Goodenough, holding on to the lead on that inside line.
Man, we had one go up into the outside wall there. I think that was Chachi. Oh no, getting a little tight back there. 33 left to the outside lane. Oh, we got some ping pong, and 23 up against the outside fence.
3 of McDonald. Not what you want to see here at a track that's so aero dependent. You don't want any damage on your truck.
Guess Vaught's stuck out on the outside. Does he have any help out there?
Not right now, and it does not look like anybody is willing to jump on out there to really help him on out. He does maybe have something coming a few rows deep, but it's going to take a little bit to catch on up to him here.
These rows battling inside and middle row. Just incredible to see these drivers get all tight and good pushing going on, good awareness.
Look at Cawthon's paint job. It's crazy. Looks like a boxcar in Houston. But it does have the AAA logo on it, so thank you.
Yeah, very colorful.
Number 10.
As the 6 had a huge run there and was just clear for just a moment of the 89, but not quite able to make anything happen with it as both lines continue to try to even themselves on out. Well, we've only got about 7 laps left. Let's go ahead and finish our kind of fun facts here for Mama Anderson. She, in her free time, loves doing some singing. She absolutely hates people being late. That gets on her nerves quite a bit.
I'm with you.
And I hate.
I'm with you on that.
Yep. And the go-to snack food, gotta love the good old potato chips.
We can't go wrong with all those.
It's simple. It's great. It's good with French onion dip. Regular, plain old potato chips. I love it.
And Aunt Kathy loves taking nice long walks.
Me too. I do that.
Does not like people not putting their carts back up at the
I hate
the
that.
store.
Yes.
That is so rude when people don't do that. I agree, and it hits people's cars. Okay, what's the food?
And she loves her some popcorn. Well,
I have some right here. I'm about to cook up after the race.
I'm hoping she's got some right now because we're going to be in store for a good one now with Anderson guiding the way here in the middle, the outside lane, trying to finally find some run. 187 machine pushing that 33. Oh, the 187 up against that outside wall doing a little bit of scraping.
Oh, it's getting intense, isn't it?
Oh, my goodness. Kelly Kill was giving an earful, and he was like, yeah, I know, man. I know. He's doing everything he can. Meanwhile, Goodenough in the 89. Red Arnell said they're all nervous over there. They're stressing out watching this.
Oh, 33 dives down in front of the 99. Contact between the 187 and the 99. Squeezing in the middle. 33 goes for a ride.
Dang it.
Still green for now.
Craig Goodenough
Woo.
said sorry.
Yeah, Craig Goodenough probably just saw his life flash before his eyes as everything gets all tightened on up, and there we go, the big one. Oh no, Albert got net coated. He was going to be free and clear of all this chaos as everybody is getting involved. Robertson able to get free and clear. Same thing with Racone and Kyle Vaught.
Well,
Oh, man. Kind of how these things go, isn't it?
my goodness. You see these guys running up in front, and we got in the back of our mind, we got our guys we're pulling for, and you're like, oh, they're going to make it through this. And they're like, oh, wah,
Man.
wah.
Robertson has had a little bit of trouble pushing all night, just from what I've seen. And he was trying to push Anderson, got a little squirrely, and I think might have started some of that.
Well, I think it all starts
You got pushed from behind too. Never mind.
a little bit, but he gets sucked up into the 187, which I think is initially what caused him to be kind of loose here, not able to square up on the 99's back bumper. You can even see the 01 Achilles keel getting a little squirrely behind the 187 as we continue down the backstretch, and then while being loose, moves on up. The 01 getting sideways, the 187. Oh, that's what gets Albert loose. Looked like he was able to save it for a split second, but was not. 89 with the fantastic run goes for a ride. 99 going to trickle down the racetrack going for the ride. 79 Alejandro Gonzalez. Oh, man, he just got put through the spin cycle. Oh, man, 84 there as well. Just everybody getting caught up in a little bit of this one. This is the big one here.
Well, hopefully we won't see another big one, but we're going to have... Is this going to be a green-white checker or a green-white checker before the green-white checker?
I think it'll be the one before the real green-white checker.
So we're going to have... Yeah, looking at the laps.
Starts here, maybe.
One hell of a race, though, man. I mean, we've seen pretty much everything.
You wink, and by the looks of it, I think we're going to break into our official green-white. So we're going to only have one restart attempt at this one.
This is it, then. This is for all the marbles, folks. I think we established that pretty much everybody's going to be good on fuel.
Oh, I think so.
Yes. I think the only people that are coming down now are people to top up on some maybe repairs, make sure their truck is in whatever. I mean, if you haven't used your fast repair yet, you might as well use it now because, goodness, this one's coming on down to the end.
Oh,
Well,
no.
What?
Lori said in the chat that Jess hit the wrong X button and it disconnected him
I
from
see
the
that.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that's got to hurt.
He's not a happy camper, I'm sure.
How do you do that?
Quite easily, especially heat of the moment, trying to hurry up and do something, and I mean, especially if you're trying to press buttons on your keyboard without really looking and just doing it by feel, pressing the wrong one. Oh man! But there is at least another Vought still up here, the 16 of Kyle Vought.
What?
Gonna be starting up on the front row, and not too many rows behind him is the 29 of Dave Mayberry, who sadly we missed his win back at Auto Club. There's a possibility we get to see a two-time race winner, Dave Mayberry, here tonight.
Well, I'll tell you this. I know Jess, and I'm not going to age him. I don't want to age him, but I think he's right around my age. And yeah, I know he took typewriting in high school, so he should have known to hit the button right. We sat in front of that typewriter for hours and hours and got yelled at. And I'm pretty sure he just hit the wrong button. Just the instincts didn't kick in from all those years ago, I guess. Brown, you probably didn't have typewriting in high school, did you?
We had keyboarding.
No keyboard.
Yeah,
That's what they called
didn't
it
mean
when I was in
anything.
school, too.
It was typewriting. That's what they called it when I was in school.
That's what my dad was teaching. He was the business teacher in high school, and it's one of the classes he taught. So trust me, I'm used to those. And at the house we got a few of those like little orange covers to cover the keys, so you can't see the letters that you're typing. It's supposed to be done by feel. Yeah, I quickly got rid of that.
Still chicken pick.
I don't do that. I use the correct position, but I got to be staring at my hand.
Not me. I can type like a mother, guys. You know, you guys think I'm dumb and I'm just a conspiracy theorist, but I know how to type. That's my one skill.
So
type all them reports when you was working at that job down in Houston.
Oh, man, I had to type them fast, too, because you had another one you had to go to.
Yeah, well, then how come my traffic stops take forever there, Turner?
Because these kids today don't know what they're doing. I used to handwrite those.
Type.
They have these little computers in their car, and they got a thumb to take it out to you and all that. I didn't ever deal with that. I dealt with harder core stuff than that nonsense. But here we go, Brown.
Yeah, here we go. I'll talk to you guys off air as the pace truck peels off down and out of the way. Had a lovely experience with a female police officer yesterday.
Oh, great.
No, it was actually a lovely experience. As here we go for the final time, green-white checker finish here tonight, and our only attempt at it. Oh man, they're already starting to bump and ready to go, man.
Oh my goodness.
As here we go, green flag is out. Once again, here to close things on out. That bottom line all ready to roll. I don't know what happened there up on that high side, but man, it was a little herky-jerky going on up there, and they're still struggling to try to build up that momentum as they come out of turns 1 and 2, leaving a free rein for the 6 machine. And look who is right behind them, the 01 of Kelly Keel, but here comes that 16 of Kyle Vaught being pushed. Oh, we got to be careful of some push-the-pusher action going on there, as well as everybody fighting for whatever they can. The 29 of Mayberry is up inside of that action, as well as they go in through turns 3 and 4. Oh my goodness, will they make it to that start-finish line?
Kyle Vaught's got some support out there. Osvaldo Mejia saying, you got this 16, show them. And look at him. He's leading that outside line now. He's got a great pusher behind him.
That indeed he does, as here we go. White flag is out. We're racing this one all the way to the finish as they go side by side, 3 wide, trying to trickle its way on up, being led by the 69 of Larry Dickerson as they make their break down the back straightaway. A little shuffling and a little bit of bustling. 68 of Dustin Wade pushing as hard as he can as the 16. Oh, gets almost shoved out of the way. Big wreck behind as we got a 6-car breakaway here, battling for this race win. 16 of Kyle Vaught leading the charge, coming out of turn number 4, being pushed by the 6 of Trevor Robertson, but here comes along the outside line. Oh, the 68 of Dustin Wade is going to be finishing this one through the grass as the 16 of Kyle Vaught picks up his first win.
What just happened? Wow.
Dustin Wade
Man.
is not happy on the radio.
Dang. Well, Kyle actually won a race.
Kyle Vaught is your winner.
Unbelievable.
Oh, Uncle Dave almost made it onto the podium there with them, finishing in 4th. Oh man, we're going to have to go and take a look back at that one. We knew something was brewing there in the middle of that racetrack, and yeah, we saw a big one to lead to that 6-car breakaway here at the end. Let's go ahead and kind of take a look here as they were going down and into turns 1 and 2. Everything was clean, and 69 of Dickerson with a great move up to the outside. This is what got him this podium finish here tonight, jumping on up to that outside lane as everything was side by side here at the front. Some big runs. 16 getting that huge push by Dustin Wade, and then diving on down to that bottom row, and just some unsettled trucks there in the middle, getting caught up in the action, sending all the action side by side up into the outside wall and collected almost dang near everybody. Just an absolute cluster there. And then for Dustin with an eye, let's go ahead and see what happens with him here. Oh, man, 29 of Mayberry riding that back bumper. It just wasn't square. I got a piece of the corner panel. Thankfully, there was a hole for him to actually slide on through. Poor Kelly Keel probably needs a new pair of pants there after that one. And then, Dickerson just making one final break. And, man, it was 3 wide to figure out who was coming on home here in third. And it was Dickerson by a nose. Oh, my goodness.
Wow. It was a fun ending, fun race, all that.
Lots of junk race trucks out there here.
Well, I mean, it is Talladega.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't there a country song called Talladega now?
Not that I know of.
Oh, yeah,
Well, it's a newer song.
Eric Church. Yeah.
Yeah, Eric Church got a song.
Yeah. So
They said it was going to be called Daytona, but he couldn't get it right, so he changed it to Talladega.
yeah,
Didn't spell it or what?
Well,
Nah,
I don't think it rhymed right or
it didn't rhyme right, but it worked out. As we go ahead and start some of these driver interviews up and underway, starting tonight here with our third place finisher of the evening, drag racing his way up onto the podium step is the 69 of Larry Dickerson. Congratulations there, Larry. A fantastic move jumping up to that outside lane once when you saw them kind of building up that momentum and starting to make some good runs there towards the front to help you get free of that chaos that ended up unfolding there on the final lap.
Yeah, that was a close call for me on the last lap. I want to give a shout out to Tim, man, pushing me like he did on the last lap when I jumped that third lane. He had me sideways a little bit, but I held her straight as I could, and I hate it for him because he was the one pushing me. He barely got caught in that last lap wreck, so shout out to him for the push there at the end. And yeah, after I cleared that wreck, I was just settled for a top 5, top 6 finish. Just one too many trucks in front of me to get a podium, and coming off 4, more mayhem broke loose, and I had a run on I don't know who the other one was, but I had a run on Dave, and I took the chance and it paid off. I barely nipped him at the line.
Well, congrats on your third place here today. Well fought. You know, it was one of them white knuckle driving experiences out here on this super speedway track. But next week, maybe something that you're a little bit more comfortable with. We know you race some real life short track racing, and next week is Dover, a little 1 miler concrete track. You think that's better suited to your skill set, and you're looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Short track is not my style. For me, for some it might feel like a short track, but for me it doesn't. I'm more a mile. Yeah, I love the high banking of that track. It allows for multiple groove racing. But to me, like I say, it don't feel like a short track. It might to some others, but I love that track. I've had a lot of luck at it. I've gotten a couple wins in officials at the track, so I'm really looking forward to that. That suits my style more. Mile and a half is more my style.
Well, great job tonight. Who'd you like to give some shout outs to?
First off, I want to give a shout out to all the league sponsors that helped put this on, man. This is awesomely. This is where I belong. This is my home. Shout out to you guys. Like I said plenty of times before, I don't care what anybody says. You guys are the best broadcasters in the business. I'm still waiting for y'all to get nominated for an Oscar or ESPYs. So shout out to you guys. I'm not lying, man. I think y'all are the best. I've seen a couple others, and y'all are hands down the best.
Thanks.
Shout out to my wife for dealing with this and putting up with me doing this. Shout out to my buddies from South Boston Speedway that watched this, and shout out to my one buddy, Chris, who watched this. I got him into watching y'all, and he's looking for leagues to join. He just got iRace, so hopefully he can join us real soon. So shout out to Chris and his wife for watching. And my teammates, Jack, Jeremiah, and Nick. But I got 2 big ones tonight for me. I was talking to Albert the other day, and I want to give a shout out to, first off, to Albert. He has stuck behind me, had my back the whole time since I met him and began racing with him. And I don't want to race for anybody else other than Albert. So shout out to Albert for always having my back. well, shout out to Jess too, but also I want to give a special shout out also to Lori. She's helped me out a lot since joining this league, and I've had some one-on-one conversations with her about racing, even about life, and I want to give a shout out to her for all, everything she does and helping me out in any way she can. So special shout out to Albert and Lori.
Awesome, man. Well, big congratulations on. Oh, go for it.
I forgot my sponsors. I almost did it. LA Construction. My buddy who does all my paint jobs, he changed his name. I can't remember the new name for it off the top of my head. But also, again, anybody who deals with Downs, any kind of like Down syndrome, go support all the foundations you can for that. And I want to give and if you can, my sponsor, Angelman Syndrome Foundation, another form of autism. So anything you do to help those guys out and those girls, it'd be doing a great cause, a great favor.
Awesome, man. Well, big congratulations to the 69 of the Milk Dud, Mr. Larry Dickerson, picking up the third place podium finish here tonight, man. Congratulations. Keep up the good work, and good luck with the rest of the season here, buddy.
Appreciate it. Can't wait to see y'all next week, and the Milk Dud is out.
With that, we will move on up to our second place finisher here tonight and talk to the number 6 machine, Ted, Mr. Trevor Robertson. Man, you were all up and around, up at that front all race along here tonight, Trevor, and it looked a little extra squirrely out there tonight. Everybody having to hang on a little extra tight to those steering wheels.
Definitely so. My hands are cramping up, so I was wide-knuckled the whole time. I mean, it seems like when we go 3 wide, we were 3 wide for probably 4 or 5 rows. It just, it would the truck would get really light and just really twitchy. And I think I caused that last caution. I just lost it. but it was fun pushing everybody and glad it was cleaned as it was.
Well, congratulations on second place, the Valvoline Chevrolet, very fast here tonight at the Super Speedway. So you as a former champion, you know the importance of being well-rounded and being good at intermediates and road courses and whatnot. But next week, the concrete short track, they call it a short track, but the 1 mile concrete Dover track is, like Larry says, very high banked and it runs pretty fast, but would you really call it a short track? And are you looking forward to next week?
Dover's always fun. It may be a short track, but it's a fast track. And I feel like turn 2 is going to claim a lot of numbers off the side of some cars. But hopefully, I know it gets hot on the right front quick there, and it's going to be a tire strategy game. I feel like.
Well, the strategy tonight for you was like be in the mix of everything. We saw you everywhere. Great job on the podium finish. Who would you like to thank?
I think my teammate said ADY. It's always fun to come home 1-2. Congrats to Kyle for his first official win, and just you guys in the broadcast booth for keeping everybody entertained every week, and Jess and Lori for keeping the league running and making sure everything's as fair as it can be. About it.
Awesome, man. Well, again, congratulations to that 6 of Mr. Trevor Robertson. Bring it on home for a second place finish here tonight, man. Congratulations. Keep on keeping on there, buddy, and good luck with the rest of the season.
All right. Thanks, guys. Y'all have a good one.
With that, we'll take a step down for a moment and talk to tonight's spotlight driver of the day, the 99 of America's driver, Mr. Albert Anderson, who was putting all of those skills that he has to the test tonight. Goodness gracious, Albert, man, you had a fantastic run. I know not exactly the way you wanted it to finish for yourself here tonight, but man, you were slipping and sliding, having to make some good calculations and dive between a couple of the lanes here to keep yourself up there at the front so long.
You know what? We were having a lot of fun racing up front. Myself and Jess and Kelly, and Tim Pope, there we were all having a ball, just trading positions and racing hard, Dustin Eaton. And all it takes is for one jackass to come flying up behind everybody and ruin the party. And that's pretty much what happened tonight. So, yeah, I'm a little pissed off about that because it sucks when, you're up front all night and somebody comes up and just does something stupid and wrecks a bunch of trucks for no reason. But what are you going to do? That's speedway racing.
Yeah, it kind of comes with the territory at places like Talladega, but it also comes in the short tracks and stuff. And next week, you guys going to Dover. It's a 1 mile, quote unquote, short track, but we've seen the big one happen at Dover. Of all places, you'd think a track that small, you wouldn't see huge accidents. Well, you get a big enough car count or truck count in y'all's case, you can have huge accidents at Dover from folks over driving or overcorrecting, coming off. We just heard Trevor talking about people coming off bouncing off the wall in two and stuff like that at Dover. How comfortable are you there, and are you going to have to watch your rear view mirror for the jackasses coming after you?
Well, now there's probably one or two drivers that better watch their rearview mirrors for me coming up behind them. But Dover, there's nowhere to run when an accident happens there. I mean, if it happens in front of you, 9 times out of 10, the whole track is going to get blocked up, and you might get ran over from the back trying to slow down, or just end up getting pushed into it. So Dover's a real dice roll. I'm looking forward to it. I have some speed at Dover, so I'm hoping that I can at least get a top 10 out of Dover.
Oh, well, I'm still processing everything you said, I know who's not a jackass or a dumbass. Your dad likes the Thin Mints in ice cream, the ones from the...
In the freezer, yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. I always put them in the freezer, but I never thought about putting them into the ice cream, so that's pretty cool. And we can talk about that, and who'd you like to give some shout-outs to?
It's, my family. My family is just amazing, man. They make everything okay, My dad's, my mom, my aunts, they make everything great. I love the way they participate in the broadcast and the way they come out and support all of us. They support the racing, because if you're watching the race, you're supporting everybody, really.
We love it too, man.
Yeah, it's just fantastic, man, and I'm so blessed to have them and to have their support. And I want to thank all of the other fans out there. Everybody that's tuning in, I really appreciate them. And my teammate Larry Dickerson, that's my guy there. It's country as a turnip green, but Larry and Jack Dixon and Jeremiah Burke, Nick Ramsey, I got the greatest team on the planet. Lori and Jess and you guys. And so, and since Turner, you like those Thin Mints, I'm going to get a bunch of them so you can take to the hippie commune with you. I mean, I don't want you going up there without any snacks, man.
Man. Yeah, I'm getting too nice in my age. I'm starting to get nice and stuff.
Yeah. You're starting to worry me. You're getting all mellowed out. You up there got the fire going, and y'all running around in circles, beating on tambourines with flowers in your hair. I'm getting a little worried. So I'm gonna have to do something to get you riled up. I'm gonna run a Microsoft car again, or
that'll get me fired up now.
Yeah, big Zuckerberg picture on the hood. I got to get you brewed up.
Oh God, yes, that will anger me. Trust me, I still have that in me.
Hey, just vote for Biden 2024.
Yes, there you go. The anger begins.
Yeah, right. But man, I love you guys. I love all of the competitors, my family. I mean, I'm full of love and happiness tonight. So I'm going to join you tonight in the love and happiness. And next week, Adam, we're going to get real angry and break some stuff.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, that definitely sounds like a plan from America's driver, Albert Anderson, driver of the 99, your spotlight driver here tonight, man. Good job out there. Keep on running, and good luck with the rest of the season here, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
And with that, we move on up to a guy who's been waiting for this one for not as long as some, but definitely has been waiting. The 16 of Mr. Kyle Vaught is now able to not let Dave hang that win over his head any longer. Your race winner here from Talladega, Kyle, congratulations, man. It must feel pretty dang good out there to bring one home finally. I know you've been putting in a whole ton of effort there. I know you got some great help from your Ain't Dead Yet team members, but man, everybody is super happy to see you up here.
Oh, thanks, y'all. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's cool to be here. Yeah, I mean, thanks to Trevor. First off, man, he pushed me to the win, and then on Monday, I somehow won the Monday race too, and that was thanks to Pope. So my team had my back, all week, man. So I appreciate them every week. Ricky wasn't able to make it, so shout out to him, Josh, Pope, Trevor, all of them, man. I love them all. They're a great team.
So we talk about plate track racing, pack racing tracks, how, well, everybody's got a chance to win, but that's not entirely the case. You have to take care of yourself. You have to use teamwork, keep your truck fairly clean, and ultimately you have the steering wheel in your hands. You're in control of that thing. So, I mean, congratulations. Great win out there. Team Ain't Dead Yet. You guys really been sticking together and making some great things happen here lately on the racetrack. Y'all looking forward to Dover, this pretty awesome high banked concrete short track?
Yeah, I'm excited. The more, even though we don't always have the best track record as the league on the short tracks, I've enjoyed them a lot. A lot of these tracks are still kind of new to me sometimes, so I like trying different tracks, trying to just keep learning how to drive. So yeah, I like it there. I'm excited to go there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man.
Well, great job tonight. How's it feel to beat the old man and Uncle Dave?
Oh,
He
yeah.
ended up fourth. You beat him too.
As good as it feels, to beat my dad, it feels even better to beat Uncle Dave. But driving around out there, I kept seeing my dad just do a terrible job. So I said, I got to show up for the Vox. He was wrecking. He just didn't show up tonight. So
You got to defend the
for our
family
name, exactly, man. I had to show up for the family name. So yeah, it felt good, and yeah, I think, obviously, y'all see me since I started driving. I was a little more conserved and stuff, but this time I just tried to go. And on that last caution, I avoided the wreck, but I almost didn't. I had a hole in my right front, so I was worried that I wasn't going to be that quick. But I decided not to say anything to Wade, who was behind me. And he's sitting there saying how great his car was right now. So I'm like, okay, this could be bad if my car's not that great. But it actually did great. And, hell, Wade from the jump, shout out to him, too. He was pushing the hell out of me very early on. He was great. So shout out to Dustin Wade, too. Yeah, it was fun. So just tried to, yeah, like you said, hold on to the steering wheel, watch my car, try to avoid the wrecks, and I try to be a little more aggressive and try to make my way up to the front and stay there as long as I could. So it was a lot of fun. It was a fun night, with everybody. Yeah, I enjoyed it, man. I had a good time. Very, very, very excited. Didn't think it would happen, but very excited.
And that's awesome. I give us some quick shout outs, and I'm going to tell you right now. I know because I'm an old man too. Be careful next week. He may come get you, so be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, no doubt there. Yeah, he's probably listening right now, so he's probably already putting laps down for next week, just to get me. So yeah, no, of course, shout out to my mom and dad, for running this. They do a great job, and running in this league with all these drivers, when I go into officials or open hosted races, I do feel like I have an edge, just from racing with everyone here. It's a great league. I'm really excited to run with everybody. But through you guys, AAA Broadcasting, appreciate everything you guys do. Love the broadcasts. Taylor, who's upstairs watching right now, my girlfriend, even though she pulls for 33, I think tonight she's pulling for 16. So let's hope so. my team, Ricky, Josh, Pope, Trevor, every week, shout out to them. And then I got a bunch of friends watching tonight, so that's cool. Some people watch for the first time. So Ozzy, Gene, Alex, Conway, Miguel, just a whole bunch of friends. Hopefully my grandma's watching, Mickey. So shout out Mickey if you're watching. I don't know. But yeah, just everybody. Very excited and ready to get back to it next week.
Awesome, man. Well, big congratulations to the driver of the 16 machine here tonight, Mr. Kyle Vaught, your race winner and his first ever win here in the VRL, man. Congratulations. Continue that good work, and good luck with the rest of the season here, buddy.
Hey, thanks, y'all. Talk to you later.
And with that, we close everything on down here from Talladega. If my buttons decide they want to start working, and boys, we had ourselves a wild ride. I know it was tough to see about half of it, but man, it was a wild ride indeed.
Yeah, it was. Once again, Talladega did not disappoint, and we got spills, chills, and thrills throughout this deal, all the way up until the last lap. So, Lord be with you there, Lori, as you go through and dissect all this tape here especially the last few laps. And thanks to all the competitors for making it fun to watch, and thanks to all the fans for all the participation. So we really love it when y'all watch, and we love all the good feedback and answering the trivia questions and all that kind of stuff. That was so awesome. Thanks again, Lori, for putting that part on as well, and putting in all that legwork for us, and we really enjoy doing it.
Yeah, man, awesome race, awesome time. English summed it all up very eloquently. Thank you, English. Exactly. I
barely speak English.
Well, you did pretty well on that thing. So, yeah, fun race, man.
As we quiet things on down here from Talladega, let's go ahead and tell everybody where their favorite driver ended up finishing here for the night. You got that 16 of Kyle Vaught up on victory row on that top step of the podium, having a fantastic night. Same thing with the 6 of Trevor Robertson, having a great night here as well, finishing here in second with the 69 of Larry Dickerson, finding his way to drag race up into a third place podium finish. Just missing out on the podium is the 29 of old Uncle Dave Mayberry. Oh man, up 23 spots on the day. He's your tied for hard charger of the race, up into fourth place there. Fifth goes to the 01 of Mr. Kelly Keelig. Solid top 5. As always, a great performer here at these super speedways. Got, let's see here. Looks like, trying to read the people. Looks like Timothy Pope is going to be your next driver, finishing here in 6th. Zachary Hallinan in the 74, able to walk away with 7th. 8th. Dion Jones. He was laps down up until... I didn't even know he was back on the lead lap, but he's able to get up into that top 10. Great job there, Dion. One heck of a drive there. 9th goes to America's driver, Albert Anderson, in that 99. And rounding out your field's top 10, I believe that is Dustin with an I, Dustin Wade.
Yeah, the 3 machine, Austin Paul, finishes there in 11th. He's up 10. Down a couple spots, Greg Klein in the 92. He'll finish in 12th place. 13th, Craig Goodenough in the 89 truck. The 14 machine of Dustin with a Y, Dustin Eaton. He started on the pole here tonight. He'll finish in 14th place. 15th will go to Greg Dobson in the 085. The 58 truck of Robert Chipman will finish right about where he started there in 16th place. 17th will go to Scott Howell in the 187 machine. And let's see, 79 Alejandro Gonzalez will finish in 18th place. He was up 11 spots. Good run for him tonight. Andrew Cawthon, we talked about him, start way back in 32nd place, and he was up into the top 5 there for a little while, or top 8 at least. Kind of an up and down night. He'll finish in 19th place. Good solid finish for him. And rounding out your top 20 tonight, John Curtis in the 43 started in 7th place, but dropped a few spots here. Still on the lead lap. He rounds out your top 20.
1, 2, 3, John Gallagher, 21st and 22nd. 77, Jacob Young. Number 1, David Fight, 23rd. 81, Jonathan Osborne. 24th, 25th, Chandler Paul in the 72. 84, Josh Bittner ended up 26th in this race. 27th, Jack Dixon in the 19, Jack the Ripper from Canada. 88, Mike Adamson. Quiet Night in 28th. 29. 29th position is Sean McDonald, another Canadian there in the 23 truck. At number 8, Edson Ochoa from the RGV. First truck lap down in 30th. 31st, George Rincon in the 28. Jess Vaught. He had some struggles. I think he's going to take it out on his son next week. He ended up in 32nd. 434, Kevin Hunt, 33rd. Mike Everidge in the 82, 34th. And there is Lori Vaught, our race control and commandant of the entire Vigilante Racing League. She did a great job tonight controlling this thing.
Indeed. We'd like to thank everybody for tuning in and watching here with us, as always, because you guys are the reason why we do this and have such a good time of doing it. If you haven't done so already, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you get alerted every single time that we go live. And of course, if you enjoy any of the racing action, be sure to hit that thumbs up button so you get so we can continue to grow this fantastic racing community. Of course, we also have to say a huge, proud thank you to the sponsors of the VRL, such as GC Cruise Travel, Blue Fox Properties, and Mr. Dave Mayberry, and of course, DND Graphics and Mr. Ricky Wittenberg. Thank you all for your continued support of this fantastic league, so that way they can put on a great show week in and week out, because without your support, they wouldn't be able to do it. So, yeah, big thank you to our fantastic sponsors. So that's going to do it for us here tonight from Talladega. We'll be back in action on Sunday evening as the Numb Thumbs Racing League Super Speedway Series takes on, I believe it is Daytona, so the little bit smaller sister track, going to be a little tighter over there in those trucks on Sunday. Going to be an interesting race indeed, but we're going to have to wait a little while for that Sunday to roll around. Until then, I'm Alan Brown for Alan English and Adam Turner. We're signing off.
We gone.
See ya.